Hello, welcome to my channel Lady D. This will be my video on the week ahead where I talk about the transits of the planets, I do a card reading, and I do a channel for the week ahead as well. This will be a quick video. I'm currently in Queensland getting ready for the Brisbane MBS, so I'm spending a few days at the Gold Coast, and I'll put a picture up here of my workspace, my scenery that I've been blessed to have the last couple of days doing my work on the balcony. Where I'm staying. So this week, what we've got coming up, it's in astrology wise, I feel like this week is not going to be a big week. The way that it's all gearing up for March. March is where I feel like it's really going to kick in and things are really going to get a bit hectic around the world. So where we've got this week coming up, the main things that we do have Mars tri Saturn. So that is, I always see that as the planets working together. So Saturn, the planet of problems, working with Mars, which would be a strength in this case. And again, it's about helping us to get through any issues or problems that come up, really looking ahead, being resilient, being able to move forward, not being held back and not getting down, and still be able to sort of see the tunnel at the head and really being quite determined to really push you through the issues and problems that may be coming up that you're facing this week. We still have that square with Mars and Chiron, and that's going to be there until the 19th, until my birthday. That's going to be there. And I feel like that's been there. We've had that last week, and I feel like the part of the week before that we had that. And with that, I feel like it's really been, I wouldn't say at times things feel a disaster, or things are feeling like people might be aggravating you or just pushing you, things like, as an example, for me, when I've had people that are incompetent or people could be just not having common sense, it really frustrates me as where I am even staying. I got a note saying that locks on the door would be changed and I didn't have to be here, but I was here, and I quickly ducked out to get something for my breakfast, and then when I came back, they had already changed the locks and I was then locked out of my place. So when I went downstairs to the lady and explained the situation, she looked at me like I was the one at fault, and that I got the note, which I should have been okay with, but in my eyes, for me, if they knew that I was here, just let me know and tell me that next time I go out, I will need to get the keys. It just was like wasting time. So it's those things that, whether it be people or situations, that are like pressing your buttons and nitpicking you, and it's just like having to breathe and just being able to take a breath at a time when those things do come up. So we do have on the 14th, 15th, we've got Mercury moving into Venus. So Mercury into Venus, if you're someone that has that aspect in your chart, as a collective, it's us thinking about spirituality and being very empathetic to people, but also might be a little bit sensitive with things, emotional, sort of finding it hard to deal with the world's pressures, escapism, maybe a little daydreaming coming up with that. So that's where we are when we're moving with Mercury into Pisces. We'll be meeting up with Saturn and Neptune as well as it moves along that sign. The other aspects that we've got coming up this week, and I will talk about Valentine's Day because people might be interested in Valentine's Day. So we'll talk about what the aspects are for that as well. So our aspects we've got, which is quite positive, these ones: Venus sextile Jupiter. We've got Saturn also in sextile to Uranus, and then we've got Mars in sextile to Uranus as well. So the Venus sextile to Jupiter is actually bringing good luck when it comes to relationships and money. And so we've also got, now these aren't exact sextiles, they're just sort of in the degree frame that they calculate it on. And then we've got, but the energy is still there, still working. The sextile with Saturn and Uranus, again, unexpected problems, being able to work through them, push them in, not getting too bogged down on them. And then we've got the Mars sextile Uranus, unexpected strength coming up there with that as well. Now when we're looking at the 14th, So we do have that. We have the Mercury moving into Pisces on that day. We've still got Neptune, which is pretty much conjunct the node. So it could be like people thinking like, what am I here for? What's my path? Having all these questions about life lessons coming up here. So I feel like it's sort of giving you the aspect of nothing sticking, or what am I here for, and giving you those questions. If you're spiritual, could be giving you more of a spiritual pathway, or maybe you can see that coming up with that transit. We've got the Sun. We do have a few squares because this is just coming up after the full moon that we got coming up here tomorrow on Thursday, the 13th. And I'm doing this video from the 14th to the 20th. So we do have the Sun, which still have that square to Uranus. That can bring up something unexpected. It may not be as positive. We've got the Moon, which will be in square to Jupiter, but it's going to be the Moon will be in sextile to Mars on that day. So that's bringing you some feeling quite strength with your emotions, quite strong, maybe even keeping in your emotions a little bit. And this is going to be a positive aspect here. We've got, even though Venus is not really conjunct Neptune, but it is sort of saying within the degrees that you can count it as that. It can be a bit of daydreaming, but it also can be a dissolving money and dissolving money, as well as the relationships aspect. But it's not very close, so that energy won't really be there. Really, they've got the try with the Mars to Saturn, and then the square with the Mars to Chiron. So all in all that day, I feel like it could be better, but it also could be worse. Emotionally, I feel like that there's going to be some maybe obstacles. I feel like for a lot of people it's going to be just another day. For me, it's just another day that I get up and I go to work and I do what I have to do. For other people, I feel like it's going to be like, I want this to happen, I want that to happen, and be very dreamlike and dreamy of what you want it to be on that day. I feel like that on a whole, though, there could be some unexpected shifts that we don't see coming. I want to say that too. So, what else I've got coming up for this week? It's going to feel like you're on the move, on the go, being very busy and hectic. I've got here, could be like you're wanting more, like you're just wanting more things to happen this week. Thinking about your wants and needs, wanting the best for yourself, there could be a sense of feeling unstable coming up here, looking at the bigger picture. And it could be a sense where, if things just get a bit much, where you do just want to be able to breathe, is what I feel like as well. And I got, could be a sense of this is a week where we don't back down to bullies. We stand up to bullies, we face them, and we don't back down to them. As well when it comes to that. Let's do some cards, and I will do these cards today. Sort of limited to what I have. I've got other things still packed in my car because tomorrow we get set up for the MBS. Have a look. Alright, there could be a sense of on the go, as I said, moving, like road trip coming up here, following your path, following your dreams to success, really being open to new things coming in, but there could be like some setbacks that I feel that also could happen too. I feel like it's just all about being expressive, being quite open, but there's these setbacks that are going to come up, and some of them might be sort of wind you, but I feel like it's always good to sort of see the silver lining in everything, or to see things where the positive is in life and stuff coming up. There could be a bit of arguments and people telling you things that you just don't want to hear, that you are just wanting to have more of a positive mindset. That's coming up here too. Move my cords out of the way. Could be that you just want to rest. You just want to sleep. There could have been there can be a bit of bully behaviour happening this week, but I feel like there's a sense of charging through this week and just trying to get things done, wanting things to be very neat and tidy, wanting to be very sure of yourself, wanting to really feel, I feel like there's a sense of wanting to feel unique and special this week coming up too. but it's like there's a sense here of being daydreamy or off with the pixies as well coming up this week too. And I just feel like that you've just got this tunnel vision, you've got this path that you're on, and you're really wanting to go, but you are open to things moving up here, and you're very happy. You're trying to streamline everything as well. Yeah, it's like you're trying to mix everything into one, and you've got a lot on your plate and a lot to do, but realizing that you just can't do it all going down. It's like you're on these dreaded timelines that you're trying to get things done and ready to come up here as well. Okay, I'll do a quick channel for the week ahead too. So let me just see what I can get. Let's have a look. Okay. This week is going to be bright and beautiful with wonders. However, there are going to be setbacks, but it's important with these setbacks that are going to come that you must learn your lesson. Look back and reflect on them and know what has happened since, before, and after. For this way, you will learn for the future events to come in your lives. You are all going to handle things differently. You're all going to see things differently. But the important thing is to learn from these situations when they come up. Do not blame other people. Do not get too down in these boring blogs and boring stories me's. It is time to rise above that. It is time to know why things have happened, if you are taking responsibility, and to where these can be fixed and for future things coming up ahead. We bless you all, and we hope this week brings you great fortune, great truths, and great self-respect. Okay, so I got an email this week. So my fair that I was attending in New Zealand in April, it has been called off. The lady who's organising it has cancelled it. So I'll be waiting to hear back when that is on again, and I will be going back to there. So it'll either be, if not this year, next year, only in February. So unfortunately, I will not be going to New Zealand in April. But we're still going ahead with the cruise, so there is an information night, and we'll be having more information sessions coming up as well. We had one which is happening. I'm filming this on Wednesday, so we'll be having more coming up, which I'll let you know when they are. But just go to the psychicatsea website for the information that you need, and any more, just let you contact myself, and I can answer your question as best as I can. And then I'll be at the MBS this weekend. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I will be at the Speakers Lounge giving a free talk and some free readings on Saturday at 10 a.m. So please come down and say hi if you are in Brisbane as well. So I think that is it from me. This is a quick video. I just want to do a quick update for the week and to get this up for you guys, because I know when I get tomorrow and the next 3 days is going to be very busy, and then I head home. I drive home, which is about a 10-hour drive on Monday, so is when I go back home. So that will be it for me. So thank you for your likes, your shares and your comments, and I will see you for my next video. So goodbye for now.